Hello, everyone. I welcome you to the 14th edition of the UVAQ International Short Film Festival. My name is Fer Paramo, and I'm really happy to be here with Wendy Johnson. She's the filmmaker of the short film Metamorphosis. Wendy, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you, Fer. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being with us. First of all, tell us, what is your short film about?
The film, what is it about? It is about a relationship between a father and a daughter, my father and me, and how we really became close when we ended up living together after my mother died. And it's really about discovering discovering love between a father and a daughter that under some kind of unusual circumstances.
Okay, that's so pretty. And I know that every person has a different way to do the things. Which was your creative process to do this project?
Yeah. Well, obviously this was not something I had planned on. My mother passed away in the fall, and then I ended up living with my father, and I was thinking, this is really a unique situation, especially, like for the United States, to have an adult daughter living with her very elderly father. He's 98 years old now, but at the time he was 95 and 96. And I thought, I should really start documenting this and just have the camera around all the time and just see what happens. And under the circumstances, I didn't even know if he would make it through that year, literally make it alive, because he was pretty, losing a spouse that you've been married to for 68 years, that's a really hard loss. But he was great. He was just very very humble and kind of a quiet, but excited about the project in his own way.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And what, with all the things that you do with this project, which were the main challenges that you had for this project?
Yeah. Well, probably the main challenge is that I have, I don't know how many hours of footage I recorded between April and the following January. So I had months and months of video. So I had to be organized from the beginning. By every time I would shoot like a week's worth, then on the weekend I would download it and I would identify it as best I could. And that has made such a difference in the editing process. I can search the clips that way. I'd say that was probably the biggest challenge for me.
Okay. Well, I think it's too many material that you have to process and choose which part do you want to put on the film. Well, to end this little talk, what do you hope people will take of your project?
Yeah. I believe that once you create a work of art, whether it's literature, a painting, or a film, it really is in the hands of the audience to what they take away. And I've learned that people have, depending on what their personal experience is, they'll take something different. But I think the first thing I'd like audiences to take away from it is that it's possible to give yourself freely to a parent or you know, it could be anyone, but in this case, a parent that you love, and to make the most of the time that you have together with them. And if there is a will, there's a way to do it. And I was really fortunate to be able to want to, because not everyone wants to live with their dad, but that we were able to make it work. But the kind of the more concrete thing I want people to take away from it is that there are many options for end of life living, and it doesn't, in the United States, I think it's very typical to think of, oh, well, you know, they're going to go to the nursing home, or they're going to go to the assisted living or something. And family, and that's okay for some people, but that was not anything my dad was interested in. And I have 4 siblings, so all 5 of us really supported him. It just happened that I was able to, you know, really make the commitment. But I just want people to know that it's possible, and, you know, they can give an alternative a chance. But in the film, people have also commented, well, what happens? Because at the end of the film, when you see it, it's at the point where I am seeking someone to replace me, to live with my father. And so I'm working on that film now. And just a little spoiler alert, we end up having a pair of immigrants from Latin America, from South America, come and live with us, which was just wonderful. So yeah, so the next film is about home, because these people came, they left their home, not of their choice, and came so that my father could stay in his home. So it's really, I'm really looking forward to finishing this one.
Okay, that sounds really, really amazing. I hope that every people that see your short film really enjoyed it. And well, that's all for this little time. Thank you for being with us in this moment, and we wish you the best for this festival and many other projects that you had in the future. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Fern.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good festival. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.